Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I'm going to show you how to properly remove and replace the rear brake pads from any Renault Traffic out there. So in today's episode I am working on this Renault Traffic from the year 2009, and on this vehicle I'll have to replace the rear brake pads. So right here I'm going to show you all how to replace it on the rear right, but it's not important because it doesn't matter if you are working on the rear left or on the rear right, everything is similar from one side to the other. Also on this kind of vehicle I'll have to replace many parts, but in today's episode I'm going to show you only how to replace the rear brake pads from this kind of vehicle. So right here in this box I have the brand new brake pads which I'm going to install on this kind of vehicle, and the manufacturer which I choose to go with, it's Niparts. It's a very good manufacturer, it's not very expensive, and is working perfectly fine with this kind of vehicle. So without any further ado, the first thing which I recommend you all to do before trying to work on this kind of vehicle is to lift the vehicle up and put it on a adjust stand. Alright everybody, so after you completely remove the rear wheel from the vehicle, you can go ahead and remove the two bolts which are securing the caliper attached to the caliper mounting bracket. To remove the two bolts, you have to use a 30mm socket and also a 15mm one to hold the bolt from not spinning when you try to remove the nut from it. After the two bolts, which are securing the caliper attached to the caliper mounting bracket, are removed, you can just pull the caliper out from the caliper mounting bracket, and if it's not coming out very easy, you can use a flat screwdriver. You'll have to put it between the brake disc and between the caliper, and after that you'll have to pull it to the exterior, and eventually it will push the piston a little bit back into the caliper, and it will make room for it, and also it will come out very easy after that. After the caliper is removed out from the caliper mounting bracket, you'll have to pull out the old brake pads and throw them away. And then I recommend you to take a wire brush. You'll have to clean the caliper mounting bracket very good using the wire brush and also some brake cleaner. And after that, in the last part, you'll have to use some comprimated air and some brake cleaner to clean the piston and the caliper very good from any dirt and debris. And in the last part, I recommend you all to take a special piston press which will help you to push the piston back into the caliper, because only doing this you'll have enough room and space to work with, and also only by doing this you can install back the brand new brake pads and the caliper back over the vehicle. It is also very important to don't forget about the slice pin. You'll have to remove them out from the caliper mounting bracket, you'll have to clean them, and then you'll have to lubricate them very good using some grease, and you'll have to put them back into the caliper mounting bracket, and you'll have to make sure that they are moving freely back and forth very easy. With all of these things being said, just sit back, relax, and watch exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and in this way you will also be able to do it yourself at home on your car and with normal tools. One very important thing and one tip which I want to give you all, it's that if you encounter a problem where the piston from the caliper is moving back, or if you push it back is moving very slowly, I recommend you to take some WD-40. You'll have to lift the bolt from the piston a little bit up, and you'll have to spray some WD-40 inside it just to make it lubricate very good and just to prevent any dirt and debris going back into the caliper. And doing so, it will move the piston a little bit easier, and it will help it to go back into the caliper very fast and very easy. Very good everybody, so from this point everything is ready to be installed back over the vehicle, everything is washed, it's cleaned, it's lubricated, and from here I'm going to install back the new brake pads, I'm going to lubricate the slide pin, and I'm going to install back the caliper over the caliper mounting bracket, and after that I'm going to finish this kind of job in only a few minutes. Okay everybody, so after you completely install back the caliper over the caliper mounting bracket and you take everything back to spec, it's very important that we go back into the vehicle. You'll have to push the brake pedal a few times until the piston will build up some pressure and until the piston will touch the brake pads. And in this way it will build up some pressure and it will make it work in any situation from here and on. So with all of these things being said, those are all the things and all the steps which you have to do and follow if you want to completely replace the rear brake pads from any Renault Traffic out there, doesn't matter which year it is. Thank you all for watching. If you like the video and found it informative, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a comment and a like down below. See you next time.